Hello, welcome to the channel. I'm Matt Hume, and today we're up in Appleton, New York, beautiful Appleton, New York. And this is the weather we've been waiting for. It's been a long, hard winter. And as you know, as builders, we always wait for the springtime, for the sun to start shining and the weather to turn, and this is one of those days. So right now we're in the process of planning one of our next builds. And this is actually the site for it right here. And this is a really awesome opportunity for us. We're really looking forward to this project. We've got a beautiful house planned for this location. And we're teaming up with a good partner of ours, builder Timberbuilt. Once again, this is gonna be a timber frame sit panel home, and it's gonna be a 2-story residence with a really beautiful sort of flow from the main living space to the garage. And you know, we're really looking forward to working with the owner and making his dream come true of having this lake house. So this is a really great site. It's a really nice little development. I love working in areas like this. It's got all the utilities ready to go. And if you look at the site, this is the corner lot here where we're going to be building it. It's a really high and dry piece of land. I like this a lot. The drainage is very clear. You can see the cuts along the road, so we know where we're going to be able to take water. And I love coming into a build situation like this, you know, where everything's prepped and ready to go. We can hit the ground running. We're looking forward to starting it next week, and we don't have to do any site clearing. We can just really get after it. So being that we are in a new development, a lot of the infrastructure is going to be newer, and it's really nice. We're going to have water available, the septic's available, we have cable, electric, everything is available to us here on this site. So there's not going to be huge expenses with doing septic systems or drilling wells or anything of that nature. So this is going to be a really great situation for us to start in. So like I said, this is a nice corner lot. We've got a lot of access to road. Our plan is to sort of orient the house. The design, it orients the house towards the corner here. And the point is that this is the best view of the entire lot. We get to see the beautiful Lake Ontario from this vantage point. So the house is really going to be centered on that view. And then we kind of shift to an angle here. And this is actually where the garage addition and extension will go out here. So what I like about this situation and the way we've planned this building is we're kind of addressing the corner. We're addressing the view, the really beautiful view that is here, and just using all of that to our advantage. The driveway is actually going to be coming off of this road right here, right about where my truck sits, and cutting in and coming into the garage. So I think we've planned this really, really well. It's going to be another really beautiful home, massive timbers, a lot of natural wood, lots of glass, all those features that we like to use, especially when we got views like this available to us. So we're really excited. You know, we are truly blessed. We seem to do a lot of lake homes, and I have always loved lakes. I love fresh water. That's one of my favorite aspects of Western New York. So the fact that we get to build another house on the lake, on Lake Ontario, makes me really excited. I love those types of projects. It's just the kind of architecture that we love to design and build. Part of the reason I'm here today is to take a look at the lay of the land. I've done some previous videos on this, but one of the biggest decisions that we have in this initial site visit is to sort of take a look at the land and just kind of come up with a strategy for how we're going to handle the elevation or the placement of the house. One of the issues on a site like this is because it's all prepped and we have houses that are already built around here, we can't necessarily cut away a bunch of material for digging the basement and then take it away. That would be a really expensive thing to have to do. So what we like to do is a cut and fill, where we dig just enough to put the house into the ground. But then we balance that with taking that same material that we dig out of the foundation and sort of place it around the house. So we'll be building up this piece of land a little bit to come meet the house. And in doing that, that means we won't have to pay a bunch of money to have a lot of topsoil removed and a lot of dirt taken or fill taken elsewhere away from the site. So that's one of the reasons that I'm here today, is to just get a look at this, kind of get an understanding for how the elevation of this house is going to work out and just how awesome this view is going to be. And I'm really looking forward to it. So this design, I think, is going to be kind of perfect for this location. It's a little bit more of a modern style shed roof, modern piece of architecture. And what I really like about that is it's going to contrast a little bit with the sort of natural timbers and the natural materials that we're going to select for the exterior and the interior of the building. So we're really excited about the way that this thing's going to shape up and come together, and we hope that you'll come along this journey with us as we set to work on this project and see it through all the way to the end.